Hello everybody, it's Nicole. Welcome back for another plan with me. Today I'm going to be doing a back plan with me for the week of May 25th. I had a wedding this past weekend, so I used this pink champagne kit from ShopJessicaHearts. I did not intentionally mean to use two ShopJessicaHearts kits in a row, it just ended up turning out that way. But I really love this kit. I've been hoarding it for quite some time and I thought it was perfect to use for like a wedding weekend or something like that. So that's what I'm doing. I started off by just placing down the full boxes. All of the full boxes of this kit were really pretty and I love the colors and the incorporation of like the marble and everything. I pulled in silver foil for this week. I feel like if you have this kit or a kit with similar or the same clip art, you can go either route of using rose gold or silver. I just chose silver because I thought it would look nice with the marble and the different pinks. That engagement ring, by the way, is so stinking stunning. It reminds me of a Veragio band. If you're unfamiliar with Veragio, go look up the website and see the different types of engagement bands that they have. They're super gorgeous, but it definitely looks like a Veragio wedding band. So pretty. But anyway, I'm doing this voiceover on Monday, Memorial Day, and I'm hoping to have the video up tonight. So if you are watching this on Monday, I hope you had a nice and relaxing Memorial Day. I'm sad to see the long weekend end, but at least we have a short week at work, right? I didn't have plans that were too outrageous this weekend. I had a couple of family obligations like barbecues and things like that, and of course I had the wedding, but we couldn't really plan anything too fun to do outdoors because the weather Memorial Day weekend for the past like 3 or 4 years, I want to say, has been pretty crummy. There's usually like one day of the week that's beautiful and then the rest of the weekend it's like rainy or chilly and windy. And living by the beach, of course, all of my friends want to go to like the beach bars and everything, and it just ends up kind of being miserable because we're all so cold. But if you guys had any fun plans that you did over the past weekend, let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear if you had nicer weather and got to do some outdoor activities. But anyway, I'm working on my sidebar at the moment. I just put down a habit tracker and a Ombre weekly box to track my work hours. My boss was out of town this week and I was dog sitting his dogs. So I ended up leaving early a lot of days this week, not because of the dogs, just because my plate was kind of empty this week, which was nice leading up to the long weekend. And then at the bottom there, I placed a half box down to just mark my social media. I did take a second and just place down the today headers up at the top of each day of the week. I decided to skip out on date covers this week as well, something I've been doing. It's so easy to in these inserts because that font at the top is so pretty. And I don't know, I'm trying to remember what the date covers looked like, but I think they were just marble, but I kind of just preferred the text that came with the inserts themselves. Moving on into the day-to-day, I wanted to mark that my boss was out of town for the week, so I put a quarter box at the top of Monday, and I pulled in a foiled plane from a Simply Watercolor Co. sampler. I had to make a phone call on Monday morning and I wanted to remind myself to do so. So I pulled in an old school telephone icon from a Scribble Prints Co. $3 Thursday. I think that old school phone is so adorable. I also had to shoot my boss's wife a text message just so I can coordinate when the dogs would arrive to me. So I placed a tickled pink planning cell phone icon from a sampler sheet that I had as well. I think those little cell phones are really adorable as well. I sent one of my co-workers home early one night just because she had some things to take care of with her family. So I ended up covering for her for the remaining portion of the night. So I placed the half box down to mark that, and I layered it with a bow icon from a My Newest Addiction, I think, sampler freebie. Moving on to Tuesday, I had a meeting in the morning, and to mark that, I used a marble bow from a Sadie stickers sheet, and then I had to place another phone call, so I just pulled in a little thing, and that sheet of foiled icons is from J'adore Planning, and the colorway worked so well with this kit. It was almost too perfect. I had a really hard time getting this little thing straight, so I used my undo, and while that dried, I just kept on planning. I had to schedule a couple of interviews for a position that we have open at my job. So to mark that, I pulled in one of the smaller flags from the kit and an asterisk that came with the kit as well. And then moving on to the bottom half of the day, I pulled in a quarter box and a little paw print sticker from, I believe it's from the Planner Junkie, but I pulled in a little gray one to note that the dogs were going to arrive to the office for me to take home between 2:30 and 3. I had a haircut appointment later that day. Finally, I hadn't gotten my haircut in like a year and a half, you guys. It was getting out of control. But I pulled in another little $3 Thursday sheet from Scribble Prints Co. and I placed that appointment label at the bottom, and I layered the little blow dryer sticker from the kit over top of that. I had to withdraw some money for tip before I made my trip down to my hair salon though, so I just pulled out a foiled like money icon sheet from Rose Color Days. I pulled in that little stack of money. I should have like layered it with something. It looks a little lost in all of that white space, but whatever. It's fine. And then moving on to Wednesday, I had a few meetings in the morning, so I pulled in a half box and I placed a silver foiled important sticker over top of it and just listed my meetings in the half box. I wanted to deposit some checks as well on this day, so I pulled in a money symbol icon from J'adore Planning again. After work this day, I did a bunch of home decor shopping at Target. So to mark that, I just wrote that within the space of the Simply Watercolor Co. like faux washi half boxes, which are really cute. When I got home from Target, I took the dogs for a walk at a park that is very local to me. So I pulled out that like pet sheet from the Planner Junkie again and pulled in the little leash there. I took a strip of washi and placed it down at the bottom, and then I layered a silver foiled script sticker from Rose Color Days that said film. I really love these sheets of scripted stickers that revolve around YouTube. I think they're really pretty and very functional. But I filmed a monthly B6 plan with me, so you guys should see that this week hopefully. On Thursday morning, I had another early morning meeting, so I took that same bow sticker from CD Stickers and placed it up at the top. I had an interview after that, so I pulled in one of the patterned appointment labels that came with the kit and marked my interview in there. I used the other smaller flag that came with the kit and just placed that underneath of the appointment label to mark an announcement that I had to make office-wide to my office. And then at the bottom of the night, I put down a half box and a pink wine glass from Thumbprints Co. and I used that to mark the rehearsal dinner that we had for the wedding the next day. We went to a steakhouse and it was the first time that I had ever done like a rodizio dinner. Oh my god, what an intense like dinner. They just keep bringing you meat, and I'm not a big meat eater, but since I had some shoddy blood work come back, one of the things I have to change as part of my diet is to increase my protein intake. So it was like, I think I ate more meat Thursday night than I had in all of 2017. It was absolutely insane. Okay, moving back to my plans really quickly. So above that, I placed a flag and a little foiled alarm clock from the Simply Watercolor Co. sampler to mark a meeting. And then moving on to Friday, I started off with a foiled payday sticker from Simply Watercolor Co. and I just placed that on top of a strip of washi from the kit. Friday was also the start of the PBC style, so to mark that, I placed a half box down and I layered a Etsy sticker from a Hello Petite paper like shopping sheet. I surprisingly actually didn't get anything from the PBC sale. However, on Friday I did place a large order with Scribble Prints Co. She had reformatted her cafe kit, which I think was originally some type of brunch kit, but she recently reformatted her kits, and I also picked up a new release as well. But anyway, underneath of that full box, I placed a girl from Fox and Pip to mark that I wanted to take my time getting ready, and then I marked the wedding that I had that night with a half box and a little silver foil bow from Paper Muse Crafts. Saturday morning, I had to pick up my car from the wedding venue. I Ubered home since I did have quite a bit of champagne that night, but luckily the venue was very close to my house, so I just grabbed my car in the morning. And then I did have a nail appointment that morning as well. I was filming this before my nail appointment. I thought I had enough time. I did not. So that is why there is a drastic lighting change as well as a nail polish change. But I just used a couple icons from the kit to mark my nail appointment. And then Marvin was kind enough to wash my car for me this day. So I pulled in a foiled car icon from Simply Watercolor Co. and I layered it over a piece of that marble washi and just wrote on top of the washi. Planning and Mint was scheduled to reopen on this day, which is so exciting. If you are a fan of her shop, you know that it has been closed for quite some time now. But unfortunately, she was having some technical difficulties with Etsy, so she is going to have to reschedule the reopening. But to mark the reopening, I placed another one of those Etsy phone icons from that shopping sheet from Hello Petite Paper. Towards the end of the night, my friends and I went to a beach bar. It was very chilly, but it was, for the most part, a pretty night. It just got cold towards the end. But I just marked that with a half box from Scribble Prints Co., another $3 Thursday sampler, and a silver foiled heart icon from White Deer Stationery. On Sunday, my family and I celebrated a 1st and 4th birthday. There was a party in the park for the kids. So to mark the party, I used a half box and the balloons that came with the kit. But before that, I did have to run out and pick up some gifts. So to mark that, I used a little present sticker from a Sadie Stickers. That was from a $2 Tuesday sheet. I started working from the bottom up at this point. Marvin and I did some Netflix binging, so I pulled in the movie marquee that came with the kit. And then right under the half box, I put down a strip of washi because after we got back from the barbecue at the park, we were kind of tired for whatever reason. We were out late the night before, so we kind of just hung around, had a lazy day. So I placed a piece of washi down and I pulled in the lazy day sticker from the kit. And then in between all of that, we just ran out and grabbed a quick dinner. So I just used the little champagne clinking glass icon from the kit. And then there's a glimpse at the second half of the week. Right now I'm moving on to the notes section. So I pulled in the strip of washi that came with the kit. I thought this washi was really beautiful and I definitely wanted to get some use out of it. So I just placed that at the bottom. I kept things pretty simple this week. I didn't have any Simply Gilded washi or any washi for that matter with any silver foiling, so I didn't do any layering of any kind this week. And then I just went ahead and decorated the different list sections. I wanted to designate that don't forget section to kind of like planning related items, so I pulled in the time to plan sticker and just placed that next to the don't forget header. I placed the coffee cup next to the to do header, and then I just placed the money icon symbol next to the work to do. I wanted to designate that note section to shops that I was considering purchasing from during the PBC sale, so I did just decorate that a little bit. I placed a piece of washi down above or over the notes header, and then I pulled in that shopping sheet by Hello Petite Paper again and just layered the bow over top of that. I went in and popped my inserts back into my planner with everything filled out. If you guys are interested in seeing like closer shots of my spreads, I always post photos on Instagram, so make sure you're following me there. But I really appreciate you guys watching, and I'll chat with you guys in my next video. Bye everyone.